everyone, welcome to our channel CodeChef. If you are interested in competitive programming and want to learn and master data structures and algorithms, then this is the one-stop destination for you. Every week we'll post CodeChef problem explanations, conceptual videos on various programming paradigms, and also conduct live problem-solving sessions. But before we actually get started, here's a reminder to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. Great, now that you have subscribed, let's get started. Today we'll be solving the problem SHOEFIT, which is a cakewalk problem and belongs to the July Cook-Off. Now let us see the problem statement. The problem statement here says that we have 3 shoes of similar sizes lying around, and each shoe is either a left shoe or a right shoe. So the left shoe is represented by 0 and the right shoe is represented by 1. And given we have 3 values A, B and C. So A, B and C are representing the shoes, and these can have values as either 0 or 1. So these are the 2 values that A, B and C can have, because 0 represents the left shoe and 1 represents the right shoe. Now we have to find out that whether the chef can go out wearing 1 left shoe and 1 right shoe. Now the chef needs both shoes, that is left and right, in order to go out. It means that out of A, B and C, at least 1 should be 0 and 1 should be 1. So what are the kind of combinations that we can have for A, B and C? For A, B and C, we can have either 0, 0, 1 or 1, 1, 0. And then you can create different permutations of these, and those will also be valid. For example, 1, 0, 0 or 0, 1, 0. All these will be valid. And as for this, you can say like 0, 1, 1 or 1, 0, 1. So all of these permutations will be valid. Why? Because we need that out of A, B and C, at least one of A, B or C must be equals to 1, and similarly at least one of A, B and C must be equals to 0. This is our requirement. Only then we'll have a 1 left shoe and 1 right shoe. So now how you can check that? It's very simple. What you can do, so now I'll tell you 2 methods of how you can solve this problem. The first method is that you can check if you can make like a standard value for yourself to check that if your A suppose equals to 1. Now you have got 1 and what you require is 0, right? So if A is 1, then what you should have as the condition, that if A is 1, then B should be equals to either 0 or your C should be equals to 0. So if this condition is true, or another condition can be if A is equals to 0. So because you have made A your standard, so if you are keeping A as 1, then the other B and C should either one of them should be 0. If you are keeping A as 0, then either of B or C should be equals to 1. Only then we will have both the shoes. So your condition should be that if A is 0, then there should be an and B should be equals to 1 or C should be equals to 1. If both of these, if any of these 2 conditions are true, then in that case the chef will be able to go out. Otherwise the chef will not be able to go out. This is one way of solving the problem. The other way of solving the problem can be that you can take the sum of A plus B plus C. So now if you will take the sum of A plus B plus C, so the sum can actually be either it can be 1 or it can be 2. Only these 2 values of A plus B plus C sum will be valid, because if suppose A, B and C are 0, 0 and 0, and if we sum them and get actually 0, so in that case the chef will not be able to go out, right? We don't have 1 here, means we don't have the right shoe. And in case you take the value as 1, 1 and 1, so in that case also the chef will not be able to go out, because the sum here is 3 and we don't have a 0 here, that is we don't have the left shoe. So the only two valid values of sum are 1 and 2. So you can check that if a plus b plus c is equal 1 or it is equal 2, then in that case the chef will be able to go out, otherwise not. So these are the two ways in which you can solve this problem. Now let us see the input, output and constraints. So input is the first line of input will be the number of test cases. Similarly, for each test case we will take input for 3 space separated integers, that is a, b and c. Then the output will be a single line which will the answer will be 1 if it is possible for chef to go out, otherwise the answer will be 0. Now here the constraints are very low and we are just using if conditions and sum in order to do the operation. So your time complexity will be a linear one, that is order of 1 time complexity. Now let us go and see the code. So guys, this is the code, it's in C++ and here I have used the first method to solve the problem because the second method is quite simple. You can just do a plus b plus c and check whether it is 1 or 2, then in that case your answer will be 1, otherwise your answer will be 0. Now here in this method I have taken first input for the number of test cases, then for a, b and c, that's the input part. Now the main thing starts from the line number 10. Here we are checking that if a is equals to 0, then notice this AND. We have used AND here because we want that if a is equals to 0, then either b or c must be equals to 1. So we need this condition and this condition to be true. Now inside this bracket you can see there is an OR because we need either b or c to be 1. We don't need both of them to be 1. So that's why if this condition is true, and similarly we can have one other condition where we keep a equals to 1. So b and c will be either b or c will be equals to 0. So both of these are one of the kind conditions, just exchanging the values of a and b and c. And then in between there is an OR because if either one of those conditions are true, then we are good to go. And we can print the answer as 1, that is the chef will be able to go out. Or in the else part we'll print 0, that means the chef will not be able to go out in case this condition becomes false. So guys, this is a very simple code and I hope that you're able to understand it and you're able to solve this question. So if you understood the solution, then please do like the video, subscribe to our channel, and if you have any doubts then please do post them in the comment section and keep practicing.